Hi everyone! Welcome back to another episode of Cooking with our Induction cooktop. And today we have a really fun seasonal recipe for you. So I'm Elana, I'm the Communications and Outreach Manager for Sustainable Princeton, and I'm joined by
Jenny Ludmer. I am the Program Manager here at Sustainable Princeton.
So Jenny, can you tell me what we're cooking today? Because this is your recipe.
Yes, today we're going to make a spiced apple cider.
Oh, lovely. So I know that a few of us have become devotees of the Induction cooktops, and they've been in our lending library, and we're hoping more people will give them a try. So I think it would be great if we kind of start with a little bit about the equipment that we're using, and then we can go into the ingredients for the recipe.
Yeah, great idea.
So, Jenny, what do you know about induction cooking?
Oh yeah, well that's a good question. I got a dual induction cooktop for my home about 2 years ago, and I use it all the time to make soups and cider like we're going to make today. And so the reason that I started doing it though was we have a gas stove, and I read the reports about the health issues with cooking with gas in your home. And so I wanted to understand and explore an induction cooktop. So mine is similar to this, except it's got 2 spots. But the idea is that it hasn't fully replaced my gas stove yet, which is still pretty new. But it's added to it.
That's great. Yeah, I live in an apartment, and I also have a gas stove. And I bought one of these, and I just stuck it right on top. So I do still have the option to remove it if I need to, kind of like
Right.
you. But I find that we do everything on our induction.
Yeah.
It's been
once
really
you
great.
do it really can replace the gas stove.
Yeah, and it's a electric using device. There's no fossil fuels involved, which natural gas is a fossil fuel, and it does have some, maybe some health concerns. So I've really enjoyed using it, and I think one of the things that's really cool about it is it has some really nice safety features, and it boils water really, really quickly, which I guess we'll demonstrate today with the cider.
Yeah, we'll be getting the cider heated instead.
Yeah. So actually, could you just walk us through the ingredients of what we're going to be
Sure.
using?
So a spiced cider is really great in this time of year when it's cold outside. It makes your home smell wonderful, but it's also delicious. And it's really simple. So all we do is use some apple cider. You can get your favorite brand at the store. We also want to use cinnamon sticks, of course. I like to use star of anise. It's a spice that's actually beautiful. It looks like a little flower, but it adds flavor. And then cloves. And that's all I use for mine are those 3 spices.
Oh, lovely. And do you measure? You just kind of measure with your heart?
Yeah, with my heart. I've done it enough, and you can't really mess it up.
I love that.
Yeah.
And how long have you been making this?
I started doing it last winter after I had the induction cooktop, because the other advantage with these separate cooktops is you can move them anywhere in your house that you have an outlet. And so I host certain events like house concerts occasionally, and it's convenient to be able to just put the pot with the apple cider wherever people are going to be grabbing it.
Yeah, this time of year with all the parties, I feel like they're so useful.
Definitely.
So I guess we can get started. I think I want to address one maybe misconception that you have to buy all new pots and pans when you get an induction cooktop. The answer is you might, but it's possible you won't. So in my case, I didn't have to, and that's because all of the pots and pans that I have at home are magnetic. Any pot and pan that is magnetic will work with an induction stove or cooktop. So I'll just show you how you can test. You literally take your pan, any household magnet you have, your fridge magnet, stick it on there. If it sticks, it'll work. So cast iron, stainless steel, no problem. Did you have that experience?
I did. It ends up all of my pots did not work, so I did need to get new pots. I took a magnet to thrift stores to find some of my pots, but some I also bought new. So now I've got a set of pots just for my cooktop. So yeah, but most people, they say, will not have to do that.
Yeah.
So, hopefully so.
That's really smart to bring it to a thrift store. If anyone needs a magnet, we do still have some of these left. You're welcome to come grab one from our office. So one thing I would love to show everyone is that an induction cooktop will not heat unless it is making magnetic contact with your pan. So if I turn this on right now, I'm going to turn this around so you guys can see. I'll turn it back off. All right, so it's off. I turn it on. See, it says pot. It's not heating unless it's making contact. So if you turn it on, you walk away, nothing will burn, which is great. I think it's a great safety feature, and mine will automatically turn off.
Yeah.
So, but since we're ready, I think let's start cooking.
Get started, yeah.
So I'm gonna stick the pot on, and then, all right. How does medium heat?
That should work unless we're in a rush. You could always do it higher if you want it to warm up faster, but you certainly don't need to.
So I know that this induction will allow you to go from a 1 to a 10 for heat level. It also will allow you to pick an exact temperature. If you're like, I know I want it at 212. You can go that precisely with it. The one I have at home actually has a boil function. It cranks it up really, really hot, and then it automatically sets a timer. So once, I think it's about 5 minutes, after 5 minutes, the boil function will automatically turn itself off, and then I can adjust it to be a simmer or whatever I'm trying to do.
Okay, so what I'm gonna do is this is a little container that I use to put the spices in. You don't have to use one of these, you can just put them right in the pot. But I like it because when I'm ladling out the cider, I don't have to worry. Like if you get a cup that has, some of these spices are a little strong, you know, and so you don't want to necessarily have them right in your cup.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
I love that this is reusable too. I've seen, I know some people use kind of like a tea bag, like muslin cloth. This is really cool, like this big tea bowl, which I imagine you could also use for broth too if you were doing herbs.
This one we are going to stick it right in because it doesn't fit, but the other guys are in there.
Oh, lovely.
Yes, and we could add the rest actually so that we're getting a good soak of them.
So do you want this to be at a simmer or a boil?
Just a simmer. You don't need to boil it, yeah. So we just want to heat it up to where it is simmering, and then it's ready. You can let it sit there for a few minutes to get the flavors in it.
Oh, just steep, like a tea.
Yes.
So I'll just say for the folks right now, this is actually at a level 8 out of 10, and we're not hearing any of that squealing or squeaking that sometimes people worry about.
Right. Yeah, you hear the fan, but it's pretty quiet.
Yeah,
right. Doesn't bother me.
That is true. There's a hum. There's a fan humming. I'm not sure if y'all can hear that. But there's none of that squealing, none of that like electronic like sound. So we can let this sit, I guess, for a little bit. I can put the pot on the lid.
It'll help it warm up quicker.
And actually, before I put the lid on, I want to show this is one of the items in our lending library. So if you are curious about induction and you want to try it before you replace a stove, or even if you just need an extra burner for a party, we have 2 of these Cooktop induction cooktops and a full set of pans and pots available in our lending library, which is free for residents and people who work in nonprofits in town to borrow anytime they want from our office, which is how I started with the induction. I had never used it before, so this was my first experience. We have done demos with it at Earth Day. we love to show people how fast it boils, and I just realized it was so comfortable to use and so natural. I ended up buying one at home.
Yeah.
The apartment I had lived at before, it had those kind of coils, like the electric coils.
Yes.
It was so slow.
Uh-huh.
And I loved that it was electric, but it was ancient and it took forever. So this was such an upgrade for me.
Right.
And if you have a stove that you can't or don't want to replace, they make these things called noodle gourds. They're these wooden boards you can just put right on top of the grate of a gas stove. So you have this kind of butcher block, and then you can just stick one of these on there, or use it as more counter space.
Yeah, that's a great idea.
But if you wanted to buy one, actually, so you bought one. You have a double burner.
Yes, a double burner.
Was it expensive?
No, I mean, I always look for items that are either used or refurbished and stuff like that. So this was, the version that I got was refurbished, and it was discounted because of that. But even the cooktops that are single now, I've seen them selling for under $100, which is great.
Yeah.
And that you get to use them for many years if you want to have one, like I said, in your closet for events, for stuff like that. It's super affordable for most people, and healthier in your home. But the other thing that we haven't talked about is the idea of electrification. Like if we can stop using gas and use things electrically. In our state, we have a fairly clean electricity grid because it is fueled mainly by natural gas and gas and nuclear. Thank you.
Yeah.
I was forgetting. And doesn't have coal in it. So that's
that's good.
That's the idea behind making your cars electric, making your home heating electric, making your cooking electric. The more things we can get on electricity, we have the ability to build out renewable energy that is cleaner.
Yeah, I love that. Really, the mantra really is electrify everything.
Yeah.
And I will say that there are some incentives from PSE&G right now. If you decide you want to buy one, it's a good time. You can get a $250 post-purchase rebate through PSE&G if you do decide to install one in your home. So think about it, but give it a try first. You can always borrow one from us and feel it out. Let's check on if the cider's...
Let's see. It's definitely warming up.
Oh yeah, it's, and you can see the condensation there.
I'm gonna test this a little bit.
You're gonna adjust.
Oh, that's perfect.
Oh
yeah,
wow.
I think it's ready.
Oh, lovely.
Would you like me to pour you a cup?
I would love that. Thank you. All right, so I'm just gonna turn this off then. Thanks so much, Jenny.
Yeah, that was quick.
That was quick. Yeah, it's one of my favorite things. If you can boil pasta in half the time. Thank you so much.
Oh, I'm gonna get a little myself.
I am so excited to try this.
Yeah.
It really smells good. I wish you all could smell this. It is truly the essence of fall right now. And I guess, well, before we take a sip, maybe we can ask if anyone has any questions for us. You're welcome to send them our way. And cheers.
Cheers.
Ooh.
Good.
Oh, that is delightful.
Yeah.
I love that.
Me too.
Well, thank you so much for showing me how to make this.
Yeah.
I am definitely going to be making it this Thanksgiving. And maybe you guys will too. Come and borrow our cooktop. All right, until next time, thank you for joining.
Bye.
Bye.